Chairman. This is Nicholas. I play cha-cha.
Oh, right on. Okay, glad you called in. Right on. I'm just okay. Bear with us. So we say Panther Cub with us. I'm just getting in the studio right now. Let everybody know I'm coming in late, but stick with me. I'm gonna bring you in there. We playing about. We got Cassandra Greer. Let our sister know. Her family can call in too. We got a couple. We got a lot of hot topics here, a lot to discuss. We usually start at 6:30, y'all, so get the word out. It's cold outside, but you know what I'm saying? So come on inside, tune in. We are live on Freedom All Radio here, Intellectual Radio. Call in number 708-223-8953. Again, it's cold outside for those who know the calls are coming in left and right, back and forth. Bear with us. That's the call. Hold on 1 second. If I lose you, Nicholas, if I lose you, click right back in. Hold on 1 second. If I lose you, click right back in. We got to utilize the energy, y'all. They calling now. Cassandra, they calling now. Okay. Nicholas, tune in with us. Let me get this one call in. Then I'm going to bring you right in.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Now, can I bring another call in? Y'all forgive me. Y'all know I'm not best technically. We got Freedom. Welcome to Freedom All Radio. Hello? Hello? Yes. Okay. Right on. Welcome, sister. Right on. I don't know if I lost my other caller, Nicholas. If you can still hear me, just bear with us for a minute. I'm just too. We got a number of subjects we talking about y'all tonight. We're gonna go straight in with it. Get y'all pens and papers. We're gonna get your marching orders. We're gonna get some mobilization. We got to go. Some mobilization. We got to go to. Some people we got to make note of in our memory banks and our history banks, and make sure we lock in our minds and our hearts. We got some pressing cases that's happening right now. We talking about everything from what's happening about the what they I don't know if it's official yet. They said it will be a ceasefire in regards to Gaza. So we that's I think the latest media came from BBC. A ceasefire is supposed to be reported. We'll keep you updated on that. Also, we talking about. Make sure I get this right. And get my glasses on. Laquisha Harris. Okay, we're gonna go through this case since she's president in the infamous, and I'm kind of using that word loosely, the infamous Cook County Jail. And I think we have a family member online with us. Then we're gonna talk about the funerals, the services tomorrow for Chairman Jose Cha-Cha Jimenez, Chairman of the Young Lords, you know what I'm saying? Phenomenal force, you know what I'm saying? Chairman Fred Hampton loved Cha-Cha, Chairman Cha-Cha, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. loved Cha-Cha, the people love Chairman Cha-Cha. We're gonna talk about his legacy, where he's at, what's happening tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. We have some honored guests gonna be tapping in with us. Nicholas, who played him in the phenomenal movie Judas and Black Messiah. But give us some background, my sister, who we have here, and what's happening with the case of Laquisha Harris. Some of y'all have seen. As a matter of fact, it's been gaining some steam on social media. A lot of people have been talking about it. But for those who don't know, because let me give you a background, we have an international listening audience, and as you see already with just the subjects I mentioned, we cross geographical lines, gender lines, and generational lines. In other words, regardless how old you are, what side of the country, what side of the world you're on. People are listening from Ghana, the Cook County Jail, you know what I'm saying, the Spanish-speaking community, the Black community. We talking about movies, you talking about the politics, everything. But this case here, if you can't, sister, introduce yourself to us, in regard, and also your relationship to who is Laquisha Harris and what's going on. We're gonna talk about some contact numbers. You know what I'm saying? People might have some questions, but give us some background, who you are and who Laquisha Harris is, please. You there, sister? Hello?
This is Nicholas.
Oh, this Nick. Okay, okay. I tell you what, Cassandra, let her know I may have lost her. Well, we got you on the line, Nicholas. Roll with me then. Y'all bear with me because we got some new technology working in. I'm working the phones myself because again, we're not doing blog talk. I mentioned. Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. So you want me to go?
Let me prep them real quick. 2-second prep real quick. I mentioned Chairman Cha-Cha Jimenez. Many people in Chicago area in particular they are familiar. If you're not, you should be familiar. Young Lords. Chairman Fred, authored the Rainbow Coalition. Chairman Cha-Cha was a man. This comrade here, I forget what I said. I'm paraphrasing. I mentioned earlier, and I said that to engage in that act, some people may take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? To even but and it's put in context the best way I can that a city, Chicago, which was, for all practical purposes, remains to be one of the most segregated city in the country. And the Rainbow Coalition addressed not only race but also class contradiction. It's a subject matter that many people, you know what I'm saying, that's many people take as a given in talking about Chicago, but this move grappled with it and dealt with it in a realistic way. And I want to point this out in particular, and we'll talk more, without depriving different communities of their respective self-determination. A lot of times people say coalition, that means, okay, we'll work with you or go along with you. We have to deprive you or rob you of who you are. This, I'm gonna click back on a minute. I'm gonna roll with this here. Give us a breakdown. Just to hold with me for 1 minute. I'm gonna click back on in 1 second. They say they can't get through. Okay. I'm trying to balance. Okay. I think I hear him call. That's me on the phone. Okay. Tell him to ride with us for a few minutes. Nicholas, if you can, we talked about the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. You played Chairman Cha-Cha Jimenez. Give us a little background. You're in the movie industry, and you know what I'm saying, and also how what was that like? You know what I'm saying, and I first of all, clench fist salute to the phenomenal statement that you initially wrote, as well as when the backup you sent to me again. You see, you put some more thought in it. But tell our listeners to play, you know what I'm saying, to help put that, you know what I'm saying, on the big screen, you know what I'm saying, and we say it was like a dream team of actors, and not only actors, but script writers, director Shaka King, and the whole list of others. But what was it like, you know what I'm saying, to play that, and what was your thoughts about hearing about the passing of Chairman Cha-Cha Jimenez?
Yeah, so first off, I want to give, my condolences to the Jimenez family. It's saddened to hear that Cha-Cha passed this weekend, and I want to share my condolences with them. And to get to play Cha-Cha was definitely the proudest moment of my acting career so far.
Wow. Right on.
We met, Chairman. I know we met a few times, on set, and Cha-Cha and I met the day taking place. I don't know if you remember the church scene, where Daniel, was playing your father.
Yes, I do remember. Yes.
The church. I mean, it was that day was I'll never forget that day. But I got the role to play Cha-Cha, and I had no idea I was going to meet him. I had no idea he was going to be there that day. So I was nervous, when I think Shaka told me that we were gonna, that he was here and that we were gonna meet, and I was nervous. So I think it was in between setups that I got a chance to go down, and meet him. And as soon as we met, he was very gracious. And he wanted to get to know me, and we talked. It was just, it was just the best experience for me. And the film, obviously, I hope he was happy with it. I would expect that most of your listeners have seen Judas, but I hope Cha-Cha was happy with it, and I hope it carried on his legacy. So it was just to say it was an honor for me, and I cherish that, forever. So.
Yeah. Right on, forgive me. I was I'm balancing. I brought some other guests are coming in, but I'm I caught you not, and the respect and the reverence that you just even speaking about Cha-Cha is relayed, and I'm thinking back. You said, do I remember the church scene? And I actually was commenting about that scene when we spoke. We just showed the movie Judas and Black Messiah actually in the Fishkill prison in New York, and and I was, when I commented, recently, how some of the cast members have said Daniel zoned out when he played that role. Like he hit the podium. You don't even recall how he didn't recall how his hand started bleeding. But at the scene in front of the police station, you know what I'm saying. And for those who don't speak, who not familiar with what I'm talking about, again, y'all gotta go. Those who have not seen it, you gotta. Go. This is a plug. See Juice and Black Messiah. Everyone. Phenomenal. And I remember that some discussion going on, and it was like a last. You were surprised you got word that Cha Cha would be on the set, and I remember talking to Charles King and Macro, and we was back and forth, then I remember calling Cha Cha back and forth, and I was like, man, I want to get you down on the set, and it really didn't even hit him. The reduction was going on, and then we got down on the set, we was talking. He was like, wait a minute, this a big reduction. Like, yeah, and I'm just flashing back on our conversations, our dialogue, everything, and some of the pictures, I didn't even see, what I'm saying. The picture with you and him, I had that, but Robin, aka the Lady Ray, she has to send me the picture of him and Shaka King, and Minister UEP New and the Black Panther Party said, the people do not read as much as we would like for them to read. So we want to, but we also, Black Panther Party also said that information is raw material for new ideas. And this was, and it was, the bit aware that political, with with the creative, the creative, that aspect of, in regards to with the movie, to marry that. It was not a struggle, but again, to be able to get that, as we say, put that Panther Cub peel in the applesauce, and I just think back, I was going to, just clinch fist salute to Shaka King and others. Like even, the moves with the cat from casting, and I got a different eye. I tell you how I look at movies now. I look at commercials now. You know what I'm saying? I have a different. I say I look at stuff now. Oh, they put this person there. They put this, but just even I see myself. I'm a visionary guy, so I struggle. But the dynamics of who acting, your body language, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that plays a key role. Y'all did a hell of a job, and I just want and I think all of that, the recipe to happen, just even that, the old saying, "Go, a picture's worth 1,000 words." That picture, with with him with the headphones on the set, with you, and I want to commit Ryan Coogler, who stressed like myself, my mother, to be the cultural experts. You know what I'm saying? And there are different dynamics in different cultures, different communities, and everything. In our times, we forced, like whether it be in elected officials or them actors or even so-called representatives of movements. It's like they talk down to the people. They don't even hear the people. Like I don't want your insight, your input. But that picture again, you can similar as I say, I feel your reverence and your respect for him, and that picture with you and him. You can see the reverence and respect for him. So I just want to say we were fortunate to be able to, to have, a cast, and a team. That's, dream teams, forces who came with that. So I just want to say clinch fist salute. And we always, legacy is more important in your life. And, and so again, for people to be, don't limit yourself to just the movie, but the discussions, of who, Cha Cha, Young Lord, and that's, we always say, we say it in regards to him and other forces, contested conditions, because that's not a coalition building similar to organize. It's not an easy task, you know what I'm saying? And again, and to be able to depict that, to be able to listen to people and study, you know what I'm saying? Everything from their body language and how how to respond to certain things, and to be have somebody right there on the set, that was a phenomenal move. And again, I commend you. The respect, you can feel it, yeah, no doubt. And those who, and I listening audience, and those who are going to be in Chicago, it's going to be on the. We're gonna post. Somebody post the flyer up and exact address. 3 to 8 is the viewing, and the actual service at 5. I don't know, Sean King gonna get mad at me for just saying it, but they, they get some flowers, sent for the family, everything, what I'm saying? Because very humble brother, what I'm saying? Very man, I get utmost love and respect for you, what I'm saying? But and Melissa, that's Cha-Cha's daughter. She's working on getting over here to get in the studio with us too. I don't know if I connected you with her yet, Nick. I think I did hit y'all in the group. I sent her your initial statement, and she sent back a purple heart. She, what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep. We could, as Ryan Coogler would say, we connected for life too, man. I'm gonna say that for the record. We connected, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that powerful piece of propaganda helped push a conversation a lot of people don't want to have, and that being about not only Chairman Fred, not only the Black Panther Party, but struggle, good, the bad, and the ugly. A lot of people's position was, why would you talk about the informers, the agent provocateurs, those the contradictions of that? Because I think people want to we can't afford the luxury to romanticize revolution, nor romanticize such dynamics as the Rainbow Coalition. It's not just a dynamic, saying we just all come together and shake hands. You look at even in a movie, you talk about this, what conditions were present to help breed these coalitions, these dynamics. Like they say, diamonds are made out of that coal, out of that pressure. So I think it's important how when we talk about how we look at struggle, how we look at pressure. What what could be the outcome? And I said again, the beauty. You know what I'm saying? Again, out of the horrible conditions, the poverty, everything, but such phenomenons is Chairman Fred Hampton, such phenomenons as Chairman Cha-Cha, such phenomenons as the Rainbow Coalition. You know what I'm saying? Preacher man with the young patriots, you know what I'm saying? And not the record reflect. Many what we refer to as the street tribes, you know what I'm saying? You had a climate when impacted, you know what I'm saying, those aspects of the community that a lot of people just try to dismiss or throw away. You seen a revolutionary climate where the devil disciples said, we are not a black disciples. They worked in the free breakfast program. You seen where the vice lords, working the free medical center. Even the federal government said there was a record low to what they call black on black crime. And that was something that could be correlated to all respective communities. You know what I'm saying? All colonized communities in particular. You know what I'm saying? And this is a revolutionary period, and these are forces that we should know. And so again, I want to make sure we go check this out. We are fortunate to have my friend, you know what I'm saying, again, man, Nick, who did a hell of a job portraying, who played Chairman Cha-Cha and Judas and the Black Messiah. He's online with us now. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you put this in, we on every Wednesday, man. And you know what I'm saying? And I hate I remember Dallas, I think, man, you had a brief conversation that night. After shooting one time, we came to the hotel, and you know what I'm saying, and we haven't talked about you got my contact, and let's definitely stay in contact with each other, And again, hell of a job, man. Anything else you want to add?
I just want to say, the work, that he did, was super impactful for me to learn about. I didn't, as I sent you my statement, but I didn't know anything about the Young Lords. I knew a little bit about Black Panther Party, but I didn't know anything about the Young Lords, and I'm a Puerto Rican American, and I just want to say that I'm proud. I was proud to represent Cha-Cha, and hopefully that carried on his legacy in a small way, or a big way.
Yes.
I'm just happy that I was given the gift to do that, and was grateful for the opportunity, and I'm just grateful for him, and want to just keep him in my heart and prayers, and I'm glad we could connect, Chairman. So.
Well, we reconnected, because again, we connected before. We're gonna follow. We're gonna stay in contact, and in fact, I want to follow with you about that. Even this discussion we talking about, even with these myself, Cassandra Griff's mothers, Daniel Kaluuya and Shaka. We just previewed the movie. It's at the prison, and we want to go on a tour with this here. And I want to talk to you about, you know what I'm saying, you're involved in this also. We're gonna be in contact for sure. We're gonna be following up, no doubt. Yep. Right on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, are you here, brother? You studio? Hello? Are you here? Are you outside? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna let you in right now. Yep. Okay. Okay. Film on. Okay, y'all bear with me. They got me. They got me. I'm a Panther Cub, but they got me acting like I'm doing like the octopus today. Okay, juggle the doors and a few more moves today, though. Y'all bear with us, though. So, Nick, if you can't stay on too, if you want tap back in, tune the stand. I'm gonna listen in with us. I'm gonna bring this other guest in. About this case in Cook County Jail. Excuse me, this case with the sister is presently in Cook County Jail. So tell her, give me 2 seconds to call in. Let me let this other brother in real quick, y'all. Bear with me. Don't bear with me. Panther Cub with me. Panther Cub with us. Excuse me 1 second.
Yep. Right.
Oh, moving too fast. Okay, I gave the wrong address. Okay, 1 second. My fault. 1 second. My camera, hey brother, my fault. 10060. You there? Cameron?
This is still Nick Chamber.
Okay, my fault. And I'm glad y'all seeing this. Because this is y'all don't believe, man. I'm gonna get hold on. This brother coming in. Hold on. Let me just tell you 100. I'm getting the wrong address. I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh man. This is a lot of people say, Chairman, just you're doing too much. And I tell people, listen, I've been through 1 million security, 400 secretaries. Tupac went through, they say all the DJs, the music producers, he kept going through them nonstop. I have an addiction. It's called a struggle. I'm clear about that. You know what I'm saying? And we're trying to get all we can, all we can in. So I just get the brother. So y'all be it is what it is. And I think this is important too. I was commenting for Chairman Cha-Cha's 75th birthday. I recall getting lost going up, you know what I'm saying, up north trying to find a location. And I'm talking to his daughter Melissa. And I'm like, man, I'm arguing with the GPS, everything. And I thought about, I said, man, imagine back then, Chairman Fred, other forces, Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying? You going across the city organizing, ain't no GPSs, ain't none of that, you know what I'm saying? I say, and a different dynamic. And we know how Chicago, to some extent, pretty much now, but I mean, really how rigid it was about the lines, what side of town you don't supposed to go on, the race dynamics, the class dynamics. And those are phenomenal moves, y'all. Okay, now he's outside. Okay, that's it. Okay, this ain't no guesses. Brother's gonna sit out here.
Leaving out to catch one of his friends.
Okay. Okay. Me, this brother. Wait. Huh? Okay, Karen, give 1 second.
Okay.
Man.
All right, I'm gonna sit here till you talk to you.
Hello.
Hey, bro, I'm off. Hey, it's a red door. It's 10060.
Okay. I just walked inside. I'm walking up the steps.
Okay, come on. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, I just. Okay, right on. I got it. All right. Okay, Instagram. I lost you. Okay, Karen. It's Karen. Okay, grab a seat, brother. Yo. Okay. Y'all bear with me. Forgive me. I'm get back online, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I lost y'all on Instagram. Let me try to get back online with y'all real quick.
People type in our page if they can't hear you. Is that from?
Oh, they can't hear me they can't hear me on
our end is, I just double checked. We good. I don't know if it's. I can't tell where they're not saying where they can't hear you at. Like I don't know where they're listening to you at.
Okay.
They're writing it on YouTube.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me see what's happening. I lost this. Oh man, what this thing? Yeah.
We can hear you on YouTube.
Oh,
So some other place you broadcasting to.
Okay.
They must have trouble hearing.
I can't get back on Instagram. Whoo, trying to do too much. Okay, all right. Let's man. Do a favor, some technical cut the Instagram up for me because I don't know the damn. Just get back on. Okay, Sandra, okay.
You trying to get on live?
No, get on my Instagram. Like, yeah, get back. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm venting right now. I wouldn't recommend my lifestyle to nobody. I'm just venting. I'm to a God love. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all, don't let people romanticize this struggle. No man had beautiful man. I'm talking about, man. Listen, let me tell you. Okay, thank you, bro. And I go through my battle fatigue. Let me tell you a story real quick. Okay, let me get this sister in too from the county jail. I mean, about a family in the county jail getting in. Okay, Nick, hold fast. Nick, listen in still. We on YouTube at Intellectual Radio, and we on Free All Radio. Stay tuned in with us, Nick. And anybody other callers, let me get the Laquisha Harris family. Let me get you in real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hang up and let me know if y'all can hear me or not on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere. Let me hit you right back. Okay, Nick. Nick. Before the show close, I want you to call back in. I'm gonna hang up real quick and Laquisha Harris, I want your family to call in now. All right. Free All Radio.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, I'm Will on this end. Welcome to Free All Radio. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Laquisha Harris twin, and we have two of my other sisters and her fiance online.
Thank you. Okay, forgive me for getting in late. We've been moving around. Welcome. First of all, let me welcome you all to our broadcast, the Free All Radio. I briefly touched on that we had the family on. I'm not. We've been getting basics about the case, so we have this is an international audience. We have people all over the world listening in. And usually we have flyers get early in the morning. Our flyers kind of get out late, so lay out to us who Laquisha Harris is and what's going on for those, including myself. We do know that she's in the infamous Cook. She's in the infamous Cook County Jail, correct? She locked up?
Yes.
Okay. And I know I've been hearing different stuff. We've been getting community feedback. People been talking about wonderful mother, the respect a lot of people have for the community, so on and so forth. I'll get that text later. So I've been getting, you know what I'm saying, but again, we have people who are not familiar who she is and what's the present status. Then we want to talk about what needs to be done, what are the people calling for, so on and so forth. But again, so you said, if I heard you correctly, you said this is a twin. You said a twin. Hello?
Yes, that's my twin.
That's your twin. Okay. All right. So again, welcome. You say her fiance is online with us. So y'all feel free. Whoever want to speak. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Don't hesitate. I know I speak kind of fast, but it's a passion for my people. And so if I say something y'all not familiar with, whatever, just say, hold on, run it to us again. But explain, give us a little background on who Laquisha Harris is, what's going on.
Her name Laquisha.
Laquisha.
Okay.
Pardon, forgive me,
Yes.
Laquisha. Pardon.
Okay.
So what's going on? She's give us a little background who she is. We got the update, and later we'll talk about her upcoming court date. But she's a mother. The people come in, give us a little background who she is, and then what's going on with us. I don't know what y'all can say. How much information you want to put out regard, with the case pending. But so what people can know about, and what do we need people to do? We need to come down to court. What do people need to do?
Well, this is her older sister, Nita.
Okay, Nita, welcome.
Thank you. Laquisha is a hardworking woman. She wears the heads of many. She have $1 million jobs.
Okay.
She has 2 daughters. One of them is 14, the other one is 18. She's about to graduate from and go to away to college.
Mm-hmm.
What else? She like the life of the party. She brings joy, like laughter. She helping hand, like we all inherit that caring spirit from our great grandmother. Laquisha, man.
Take your time, sis.
It's kind of hard for you.
We're
not used to her being away from us, I'm gonna let my other sister.
I got you. Y'all feel free to just, we say, you get this thing, we say tag team with each other, so you know what I'm saying? Just bring y'all feel free, tag team. Somebody's gonna step in, give a little background, who she is, feel free.
This is her twin, I'm Laquisha. I would say Laquisha is Laquisha. She's sassy, feisty, but she's all about her money. She's all about family. She loves who she loves. She loves friends. She's a friend to many. And for the most part, she tries to protect her own.
Mm-hmm. And just make sure she has 2 children.
Yes.
How and they you said, I think you said they off in school now, or correct?
Yes, they in high school and one on her way to college.
What's been the impact? Like, I always, a lot of times our people look at situations, like I say, just like in regards just to the individual. And it's a saying about the phenomenon of Winnie Mandela. She said, like, when the person is in prison, it's not just the prisoner that does times, how it impacts the family, the community. So I kind of want to I kind of want to delve into that. How long has Laquisha, how long has she been locked up? Since Wednesday. I want to delve into that quote with Winnie Mandela. She said, like, if a person, not just the prisoner, the person will impact the family, the community. What are you seeing, like, impact even with yourself? I heard the stories about the twins, how y'all can think y'all finish each other's sentences, so on and so forth. So I heard all them different things. So with yourself and others, like, how, I don't know if y'all,
I'll say the impact that has taken upon the family. It's been rough. It's really been rough. Mainly more so for her kids. Laquisha never been away from her kids. She is a mother. Like, she's present. She's there for cheer games, track, whatever her kids is doing. She's always there. She always makes time to be there, and in the blink of an eye for her kids. So anything that revolved around her kids, she always been present. So to see her away from her kids now and gone is just like, you know, it takes, I can only imagine their pain. I can't, you know, imagine, you know, what they going through mentally, but I can only imagine what they going through because me being a sister, like, I just wish she was just home, like even, you know, just to be, you know, out in the living and doing her daily routines and what she got going on.
Even if, what have you with the young with the youth, with the children, the youth, like you see, I know you said you can't, you know, imagine, but have they said, I mean, you know, I mean, articulate us, you know, saying just, I mean, like you said, she's never been away from her, and I see you stressed that, you know, like you said, like a mother, like, you know, she beat out like the games, all that. What noticeable things have you seen with them? Like this is not being around, not being there.
I mean, they more quiet than usual. You will ask them if they okay, do they need anything, and you know, like a normal kid, when something is bothering them, sometimes kids don't, you know, really feel. They'll just say they okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But you know, it's like a change to them in their life because they never been able to not call their mom and their mom not pick up. You know, they never been able to not FaceTime their mom or you know anything with telling her. You know, they have a bond to where they tell each other everything and everything else. So these couple of days might seem like a lifetime to them.
Yeah. And you know, I tell them it's something you said, like, not, you know, with children, but just even us in general, people, you know, we'll cope and say I'm already all right, and I tell them we don't even know the impact, you know, what it has. Y'all, and feel free, anybody else want to, you know, add you know, tap in too. I'm thinking back now, another case we had, where mother was locked up, and we went to I'm with the dynamics of that, you know, the impact with that disconnect, you know what I'm saying? And I said the black people, our people, a lot of times, but we not afford the luxury of no Dr. Phil couch to sit down, the lay out, you know, what's the issue, so on and so forth. But what's the is the bond set for her? What's the legal? Is the next court date? What's, you know, is anything set in regards, you know what I'm saying? That people are there call-ins put forward, like, about, you know, regarding because like I say, I'm becoming more familiarized with her in the case, and just alone, I can't tell you the feedback that people just, you know what I'm saying, like, I gotta say, with me, you know, the streets, that's my office. You know, I work hours of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People from the community, that's something that's consistent. I've been hearing, you know what I'm saying, about regards about being a mother, phenomenal mother, and you know, even, you know, I tell people, I say, you know, they talk like, and that's a dynamic. I remember we had a discussion too, like women in jail being handcuffed while they had, you know, even giving birth, and with us, it's like and the impact of that, the disconnect is taken lightly, but they do studies on, like, you look at them National Geographic and animal shows, they talk about, like, you know, everything from whales to, you know, elephants that separate from, you know, from the child. I'm gonna go for both parents, but that umbilical cord, though, you know what I'm saying, that connection, you know, I tell I tell people, I say, man, I can tell you. I know a situation where I can feel my phone. I know the phone. I said, that's the mom's. That's her calling. And I remember, you know, around in my teenage years, I remember some situations where I come in. She said, "What, you all right? You cool? What happened?" And that's something that's hard to. You know, I know definitely it's difficult for men to explain. But I'm saying, but yeah, that connection is something. and to be held captive. What I referred to as earlier is the infamous Cook County Jail. You know what I'm saying? That's what. And for those who are listening outside of Chicago, the Cook County Jail is the largest county jail in the country. The California has the largest prison population. Cook County Jail is the largest county jail in the country. And the late great Gil Scott Heron, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to. But I'm gonna lay these facts out. I don't want to be like no. I want to please, family, don't take this like there's no down to this. I'm really putting this out to motivate people to understand the significance. A lot of times people hear words like jail, someone's locked up, and they kind of they adhere to a lot of the propaganda put out there. You know, everything is okay, so on and so forth. But again, this place here, history. This take no day for granted. The late great Gil Scott Heron, you know, he wrote poems. He talked about the Cook County Jail, and I know people who've been in this place in Cook County Jail who will go, including myself sometimes unconsciously, will go the long way, will go another route as opposed to driving past it. You know what I'm saying? Because the memories that, you know, that go that's connected with that place. You know. So I want people to do your research. Those who are outside Chicago. This is something again. I mean, some people say, well, you know, like even as a term, people say, well, they was locked up and they beat their case. And I say you gotta be real careful with that term, because it's a something what Tupac has said, that people copping pleas because of stressing. This is a place that's so notorious. A lot of people say, okay, forget it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just send me to the penitentiary, get me up out of here, out of this place. This is a place where when the coronavirus, we refer to as the pandemic, people were first discussing it, first talking about it, you know what I'm saying? You can Google it. This was described as the hotbed of the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the county jail. This is the place where, you know, Nicholas Lee, Cassandra Greer, brought the case to our attention, which, you know, she was, you know, talking to her husband, Nicholas Lee, and he's telling step back, you know, what's happening inside this place, you know, and she was pressing the then mayor of life with the president and then sheriff County Tom Dart, what's going on. And man, Nicholas Lee and so many others, the casualty count that happened behind those walls. I'm thinking back now, we protested in front of them where people, you know what I'm saying, those who mind you, that's how a lot of people say, well, they did the crime, do the time. This is a place you're supposed to be, that you're detained in. This is a place where people, they put like toothpaste on the walls, like, man, thank y'all, we hear y'all, you know what I'm saying? And you know, this, and I can't, we'll be all day listening. So I'm going to stress this again, not as a downer. I don't, you know what I'm saying, not to engage, I don't want people to engage in the defeatism. And I want to lay this out to stress the importance of this discussion and hear this out. And I want you to call in and see what you can do about, you know, what's happening, you know what I'm saying? And feel free with your questions and just follow up, you know what I'm saying? I want to get this next court date, you know what I'm saying? Cook County Jail is not that far from the Humane Society. I can't give you the exact mileage, probably about 10 minutes. Where the pets, the dogs and cats, you know what I'm saying, lose the dogs at. Cook County Jail, I drew the court, we drew the correlation before. If you said what was going on in Cook County Jail, and you said that was happening in the Humane Society down the street, Peter and other activists about animals, I mean, it'll be a rural uproar, outcry. In fact, I think, you know, and I'm kind of, I don't want to. Again, I'm not trying to breed no defeatism, but I'm gonna lay this out. We did, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about this place, you know what I'm saying? I think 2 weeks ago, I think it was like 10 deaths that they just swept on the rug. You know what I'm saying? And you hear about these cases, you know what I'm saying? The infamous. I mean, I know people, you know, who were there years ago still talking about the infamous beatings from the guards, 6'1", so on and so forth. So this is a discussion that a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, people talk about, you know, out of sight, out of mind, and sometimes more easy to say, well, that's across seas, that doesn't impact me or something. This is on 26 in California. It's on 26 in California. This is what Laquisha Harris and so many others are held captive at. You know what I'm saying? And again, want to have some objective. Don't say objective, because again, if you feel like you want to say, well, man, I don't know what's, you know, the place people should be locked up, so I'm telling you some of the conditions that I know about not from a book I read or from some Oz TV show. I'm talking about that. I know the Cook County Jail, we challenged it years back about Division 10 being built on so much toxic waste, where they admitted it was built on so much toxic waste that you can smoke cigarettes out of fear of explosion. These are some of the content that we brought out. You know what I'm saying? So you might be held captive. It could be a life sentence or a death sentence. Up in this place. So again, I'm gonna kind of put in context. We want to put in context. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes we got to do damage control because there's been such a job done about, you know what I'm saying, what these places are. And again, this is the largest county jail in the country. Any other family members want to tap in with us? Can y'all hear me? Dr. Sean, y'all can hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Take your time. Okay, right on, Doc. I'm with you, Doc. Yes, indeed. Any family members, y'all still with me? Yeah. Feel free if I trigger some thoughts. Have y'all had the opportunity to talk to her, to Laquisha? Have y'all had the opportunity to talk to her?
We have talked to her. She was down because they changed her time, and we didn't know. We had no knowledge of them changing the time before her court time.
You say change the time. Change the time. She's supposed to go. She had a court hearing, and they changed the time with a court hearing.
Exactly. She's supposed to have court at 2:30. We was there like at 1. We was in the parking lot. We got a call from her. She said she was back at Cook County Jail. She said they called her case early. We had no knowledge of it. She just feel like she's not getting heard.
Yeah.
So right now we got to be her voice.
What's the next? I'm gonna say something like people listening might just hear that, and somebody say, "Here comes Chairman Fred. He want to go and make a big thing out of nothing." Even those dynamics about the court calls. I mean, when you would like this, one thing about we have a term called court support, and this is where we would sometimes, in a lot of cases, arbitrarily just go down the courthouse. And we would go pick out cases and go stand there for people to show our presence there. And this is done for a number of reasons. Because they look at who, so what sort of support you have, you know what I'm saying, who's there for you. And this is similar to like in Nazi Germany, and one of the initial tactics by Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany, this is documented, that his initial victims in the gas chamber was the ones who did not receive any mail. This is an actual tactic. And I said before, I don't know the numbers now, but saying not too long ago, that there are prisoners that were still in Illinois who were still on a census count. The state was still receiving resources from them who have been dead over an excess of 10 to 15 years. And you may say, how can that happen? No accountability. That's why we had this thing called one prisoner, one contact. So I want to seize the time with this discussion, with the family here, and also to all families listening in with this one prisoner, one contact. I want you to post up your loved ones who are held captive, their name, the ID number, and have even the letters. You know what I'm saying? The letters that plays a role. They study that. They study who has contact, who has correspondences, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you isolate it, I'm telling you for a fact. I relate to a minister, UEP Newton, that said that if it was not for the support of the people, I may have come out of there in a pine box, if come out of there at all. So I want to just reiterate that. So we want to get the ID number, you know what I'm saying? So you want to get that out. You want to post that up. You want to get up the court date. Because, and these are like the switching the times. You might say, well, they were busy, so on and so forth. These are part of the breaking dynamics. Like simply, whether the court calls, the visitation. I remember like yesterday, my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, I remember this like yesterday. A place called Big Muddy River. We called it Big Bloody River. And I remember the drama. The details. I was on the other side, so I didn't know all the details. But I could see in her face what they sent her through for the visit. And I remember her saying to me, she couldn't go through, she didn't want to go into that visitation no more. I said, I hear you. And the degrading searches, the wait, all these, the switching the times on you, all this is strategic. All this is strategic. I mean, it happens on both sides of the walls. It happens with those who are held captive, and on the outside, you would get up. They have you waiting. You wait to a train. You wait till a bus comes. You shackled up. You get strip search. The degrading strip searches. All you go through all this process. You'll get to the court sometime. They're continuous. You've been in their custody all the time. So you get stripped. And I don't want to. You get degraded again. Strip search again. Your logic thinking like, well, if I got anything on me, drugs, any contraband, it had to come from y'all because I'm in this place. But these are done to break you. You know what I'm saying? This are to break the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And again, and every day in outside society, the breaking process happens. You know what I'm saying? But as Minister UEP Nunes said, that prison is a microcosm of the outside communities. It was rough out here. It's more intensified. It's more magnified. Man, inside those places. It's cold out here. It's cold out here. I could imagine. I could imagine the condition they held up there. And I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this. And again, I don't want to. I'm trying not to go too deep. I'm saying it's not to be defeatism, but I want to stress, so we like put in context. A lot of times we don't talk about the conditions that's in these places. In fact, if y'all recall when those prisons in Abu Ghraib, Baghdad, you remember those images when they had those prisoners, the guards had them stripped naked. They had them, the dogs, you know what I'm saying, by their private parts and all that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and I tell you, they were just the men, but you'll be surprised the condition of the women are subjected to. I mean, who? They asked the prisoners in Abu Ghraib, Baghdad, why didn't you talk about this before? And someone said we were too embarrassed to talk about it. And all some of them said, who could we report it to? Who like Chairman Fred said, like you telling Frank James what Jesse James did. You did? So, family, I need y'all to give us some contact information and some court dates, you know what I'm saying? And the information should be taken, like I say, like a window. If it's a certain court date time, then keep in mind what you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Man, it ain't no foolproof method, because they'll switch, believe me, they'll switch up. I'm gonna tell you, sitting up when I was in a place called Menard. Forgive me, it's like therapeutic for me to even have these discussions. Man, when one brother walked up for a visit, his grandmother, everybody, it was known his grandmother was gonna pass. She was up in age, and they're like, man, he gonna get to see his grandmother, man. Man, he walking up there on that visit, they stopped him and told him he got to cut his dreadlocks. And I got the word about this. I remember this, man, we go up there, they'll stop you or tell you that t-shirt that they sold you, they gave you, that t-shirt is contraband. You can't wear that t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Right before the visit. Your people drove 11, 12 hours. These type of tactics, though. But family, give us any more testimony you want to mention, you know what I'm saying? Or give us who she is, and you know what I'm saying, what. Yeah, we didn't. I know it's new. You know what I'm saying. We didn't go into legal dynamics. You know what I'm saying. But I don't know if anything of y'all want to add to it. You know what I'm saying. Add to it or something that y'all may have missed. You might want to say, well, this is our first time being. It's something that you know what I'm saying that people may need to know, and you know what I'm saying, the court dates, on and so forth. So give us the information if you can.
Well, okay. I just want to know. Let everyone know that my sister was attacked in front of her home. She defended herself. My sister don't have not one background. She don't even have a parking ticket in her name right now.
Hold on, that shit. That you got me. Okay, good. That's something that happened in Chicago. That no in Chicago. That's something. Real talk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She never was able to give a statement. They never asked her statement. Her face is jacked up. It's bad. Like she was never heard. Never heard. Never got to tell her side of the story. She's sitting in there because they never heard her. They never heard what she had to say. They never heard if it was defense or not. She is concealed to carry. She's not carrying that gun illegally. She is legal to carry. And we is told to defend ourselves in those classes. And that's exactly what she was doing. And now she's sitting in Cook County Jail for defending herself. Like, that is so crazy. You know, my nieces, they not eating, they barely sleeping. They my niece graduated out of high school. This may be affecting her grades. Like, it's a lot. I could be the best auntie I can, but they need their mother.
Yeah.
I can't take the place of their mother. She should be home with her kids. Like, it's crazy. Like, all I gotta say is free my sister, and may justice be given to her. And at the end of the day, I believe God got the last say, and she will be released. And I want everybody to come. Let's flood it. We're going to sit there from 9 o'clock until they call her name. And I appreciate you for allowing us to speak for her on her behalf.
This is
It's our other sister. My name is Liana.
Welcome.
And I just want to, I can't really talk about it because I'm crying right now.
Hey.
Just want my sister home. She ain't never did nothing to nobody. She love all children, people. She's a people person. She's a happy person, party person. I don't know. I just want my sister home. Justice for my sister, y'all. Freedom peace for that hurt.
I'm Laquisha. I'm her twin. I just wanted to share some insight. When she went to court, the first time she went to court, the judge wasn't really trying to hear her, and they made her out to be a monster. Like, how can you tell a person that never had a background that she is a danger to society? How can you tell a person that she never had a background, yet and still you tell her that she's a danger to society because she protected herself?
I need, if y'all can, the next I'm running on present something wrong with this. The next court date, and if you comfortable with I don't know if y'all comfortable with the ID number, because I again, I know those letters, two purposes two purposes that they serve. One, for morale support, people seeing those letters, but more importantly than that, I don't say more, the security question. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you a case when guards was talking about doing something to me, but they run them letters to me. They tell them letters. You know what I'm saying? It keeps that you know as eyes on you, So y'all comfortable giving the ID number and the address of Cook County Jail? You can get that also. In addition to what people need to be prepared for the next court date. Can y'all still hear me on Instagram? My fault,
I'm not sure of the ID number. I refuse to look my sister up. I want to see her like that. But she do go to court on the 30th. We don't even have the time right now.
But we will be there at 9 o'clock. So
this
we will be there from 9 o'clock till they call her name.
This is 26. This is 26 in California.
No, 111.
Okay, let me get that clear in. We're 111th.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's somebody give me the exact address for that too. I know a lot of times we just say 100. Most people know 100 where it's at, but what's the exact address? Listen, somebody help me out. 100 the courthouse, 111. Somebody help me out. Somebody post it up for me. As well as if somebody want to look up the name for me, y'all can post that too.
It's 727 East 111th Street.
Okay. And what's that date? What's the court date again?
January 30th.
30th. Okay. Again, this is Freedom on Radio. We say that that's our greeting we use. We mean that. Y'all feel free to call in, keep us posted. This is our number 70. We at International Radio 708-223-8953. Keep us abreast what's going on. And again, the airways are always open, always open.
We thank you.
Anytime. Any other thing? Anything else I missed? Okay, hold on. So we get this other call real quick. Fremont, welcome to Fremont Radio. Hello. Fremont.
Yes, this is Trey Weatherby speaking on behalf of the New Era Young Lords.
Fremont, welcome. We tag team on different subjects, y'all. So y'all, I know we waving through. We lane switching. We still riding for freedom, y'all. We talking about the case of Laquisha Harris in Cook County Jail. We also we talking about also fallen comrade, founding chairman of Young Lords, Chairman Cha-Cha Jimenez. We have Trey, comrade Trey, the Young Lords here, the younger New Lords, Young Lords. Calling the comment. Feel free. Welcome, comrade. Welcome.
Thank you, Chairman. I just want to speak on behalf of we know that our fallen Chairman Cha-Cha Jimenez, co-founder of the Young Lords. Just speak on the legacy of him and his impact on the entire community as a whole, blacks, whites, Latinos, and everybody, as well as the one that fought next to your father, Chairman Fred Hampton, during the struggle. And just to let everybody know that he lives within everybody, and that everybody has continued to push forward and continue to work in the legacy of the work of the Rainbow Coalition and those who stand beside. And just want everybody to know that the Young Lords are still here, and we're still here fighting next to everybody, including as well as the Black Panther Party Cubs, along with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. And I'm sorry, there's a lot going on around me right now, Sharon. I'm sorry.
No trip, comrade. We're glad you're calling in. Go ahead.
Yeah, we just want everybody to know that it's still free and all power to the people, and that the struggle still continues, and that we're all going to continue to fight amongst everybody, among all of this stuff that's going on, and that we need everybody to be together on this and not be divided, because that completely goes against what everybody was fighting for in the Rainbow Coalition, which the message was to have everybody together, to be against, to all be under the common ground for what was going on in the communities. And Cha-Cha Jimenez understood that, as well as Chairman Fred Hampton and everybody else who was involved in the struggle, the Young Lords, the Black Panther Party, the Young Patriots, everybody. And I just want everybody to understand that that's very important to know, and that type of teaching needs to continue. And rest in peace to Cha-Cha. Long live and free them all.
Man, long live Chairman Cha-Cha. Man, free them all. Revolution, love, and respect, comrade. Right on. The beat goes on. Again, we just want to extend the clinch fist salute. You know what I'm saying? You comrades have been on deck with us from everything from the campaign to the Hampton House to you name it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, political prisoners, to survival programs, the garden, you name it. So extend our revolution, love, and respect. Comrade Chairman Paul and the rest of the comrades there. Again, look forward to touching base with y'all tomorrow. And the beat goes on. Poder Alejente, power to the people. Right on. Free them all.
Free them all, Chairman.
Right on.
All power to the people.
Right on. Free them all. Power to the people. Okay. Right on. We tell them. Y'all bear with us. Okay. Can't got glasses and can't see. Okay, call in. Okay, wait, you guys. 708. 708. Need you 223. Fremont, welcome to Fremont Radio. Hello?
Oh, hello.
I'll just text you. Okay, yes, I know that voice. Who? Well, for those who don't know the voice, who do we have here?
Oh, hi. My name is Melissa Jimenez.
Melissa Jimenez. We are almost about to close out on this show, and no other fitting way.
I'm so sorry for being so late.
No, you on time. We say quality time. Okay, quality time always quantity time. Man, as I just told our listeners, let me get back on Instagram. Okay, make sure y'all still with me. Can y'all still hear me on Instagram? Y'all still hear me? We moving around, touching on a number of different subjects, and talking about what's happening in the Cook County Jail, talking about what's happening in Gaza, we're talking, and talking about so what's happening throughout the world. And this is relevant, you know what I'm saying, in regards to a comrade who we're gonna be commemorating tomorrow. Chairman Cha-Cha Menez, founder chairman of the Young Lords, and we're fortunate, you know what I'm saying, and to know this comrade. And I don't want to go into my what I'm talking about. I'm honored to be speaking tomorrow also. This who sometimes it's something to me to be in know comrades who my father, Chairman Fred, not only knew but loved, and who I know and love. And this is Chairman Cha-Cha's daughter just called in just now. And I know a lot of, man, a lot is moving, a lot of, what I'm saying, just the fact that you here with us. I say here, I don't take for granted. One second, y'all. One second. Fremont. Yeah, I'm on the podcast. You call back my fat by 10 minutes on the 708 number. Yeah. 708-223-8953. About 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. Yep. Okay, I'll call you. 708. Yeah, right on. Okay, well, y'all be Instagram. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if can y'all still hear me on Instagram? I know something we lose the volume. Can y'all still hear me? 1 second. Instagram, I'm still good. You can still hear me? So let me know if you still hear me. I think we still good. No sound. Okay, I'm gonna click right back on. That's why I be hitting. Okay, callers, y'all cannot call me on the phone because I lose my sound. Okay, click off. 1 second. Okay, let's see. That's why we tell people about this. Okay, we back. Okay, I'm back on Instagram. Forgive me. My family, Melissa, Chairman Cha-Cha's daughter. First of all, I know you just touched down this cold weather, but you've been moving since you've been here, and I just if you came about the resolution that was heard today for your father, you know what I'm saying, Chairman Cha-Cha, if you just touch on that and whatever you want to touch on, you know what I'm saying, you can just again, quality outweighs quantity time. I don't want to press you to do no whatever you just want to say, just that you hear, you know what I'm saying. We want to be, we got your back like a backpack and your chest like a bulletproof vest. And I know a lot of people, you've been getting flooded with a lot of calls and support. And just how do you of course, let me preface with this too. We definitely, just for the record, we say Cub and community condolences from our family. My mother, she's on the world. She's still writing her statement right now. She's on it, and from all over the world. We stressed the world. I mean, these comrades. I mean, they shook. I mean, shook the world, and people are talking about, you know what I'm saying, Chairman Cha-Cha throughout the world. I don't know if you were here earlier. We're getting calls, you know what I'm saying, from those Nick who played him in Judas and Black Messiah. I'm getting war stories and love stories. I want to say that war stories and love stories, because a lot of times people get revolutionaries mixed up with this whole thing about just guy that it's that you hate the system. But the revolutionaries, Commandante Che Guevara has said, the revolutionary, no matter how preposterous it may sound, is guided by the most sincerest sentiments of love. Chairman Cha-Cha loved the people, and the people love Chairman Cha-Cha. I'm gonna say this quote unquote testimony. I'm gonna say this one for tomorrow, because I don't want my eyes to start sweating. My eyes to get watery, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold fast on some of the stuff right now. But if you feel free, listen, just if anything you want to say about, your pops. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, man. Damn, this is crazy. Somebody just tapped in on Facebook Live. Oh, man. Oh, damn, this trip. Now, y'all should. this I got you on here too. This is Deputy Minister of Health, Doc Satchel. This is his daughter. I just seen her I just seen her get on face. She's watching. Aisha, this is y'all I gotta connect y'all too. This is this is Melissa. This is Chairman Cha-Cha's daughter on the phone with me right now. This is Doc Satchel's man. I'll tell you about that story too. We had to go for his services. Damn. Oh man, just had a flashback. Go ahead, Melissa, while I sit back for a minute. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I want to thank you for having me on this call, but I can't tell you enough. I don't know who's on your Instagram because I can't see it right now, and I don't really know who's listening, but I want to tell you, if everybody's listening, nobody but you hears it, you have been unbelievable, morning, noon, and night, every day. You have been right there for me, and you may or may not realize you were one of the first people that I told.
Yeah.
I got the phone call, and I'm the one that had to tell my family.
Yes.
And then we all have to break up and tell the rest of the family and find out and make sure everybody knows. But you were in my first family call.
Yes.
And you never left my side this whole time.
You never will.
Right there, and with so much love, with so much thought, with so much kindness. And, I am an emotional person, but I'm also a serious person. I can hold my tears. I definitely do in public. And this is just a moment that keeps going in and out. Have control over this feelings that are all mixed together with my friend and my father and my hero and my teacher and my challenger and the one that I challenged, like all the mixed together. I don't know how to share that so much with everybody, but it keeps coming in and out and in and out, and I really don't have any damn control over it. And it's a little frustrating, but it's also very real and nothing to be surprised by, I guess. But you keep on being right next to me, and you've been there for jokes, you've been there for guidance, you've been there for friendship, you've been there and backed off and just not actually walked away. You've been right there the second I said something stupid that you were like, that's not stupid, here's the answer. I can't tell you how much of my brother I'm right there.
Yes.
And today, there's a trippy day as well, and we're awesome and amazing and present, and I don't know what a resolution is. I never heard of that before the last 2 days. I didn't know we were having one, or I would have brought a suit. I wouldn't go into a city hall meeting without one, but I had on jeans, and nobody told me until I was on the plane, so I wore a sweater that he would have worn, and I walked into City Hall and remember being there with him and Mary Harold Washington when I was 3 and 4 years old. I do remember many of those days. And I was sitting in this conference room watching the pageantry of the whole ceremony and the way we were supposed to do this and that and how kind everybody was. And I'm still trying to understand the definition of the word of resolution. Are we resolving something? Are we honoring something? What does it mean? I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm watching the groups in front of me. They had a screen. They're telling us when they're going to go. And everybody else is talking with the people that they came with and excited about what they're doing. And I'm watching what's happening on the screen in the galley. And it was super trippy to me. I was like, hold on. The groups that are waiting in this room are here with their families for something that's being honored. But this is tripping me out. In the galley, the very first group of people that are talking were called the Chicago Conservatives. And I'm listening to them and their role of disrupting, their purpose for being there that day was just to disrupt. And then I'm listening to a whole other group of immigrants pleading for a vote on something I'm not familiar with because I just flew into town. And I'm listening to them share something so real, and then I'm listening to the other group mocking them while it's their turn to talk. They already had their time. And then there's the next group that came up to talk about the remembrance of the Holocaust. And I'm looking at our group, and I'm like, do they know revolutionaries are going next? We have immigrants, conservatives, Holocaust, and revolution. And I feel as though somehow this is actually the point. We are all intertwined, and not one of us came together. And then they moved us from the middle of the program to the end, and everybody, one row at a time, was escorted in. And I was like, something's a little off, because there's starting to be a little bit of tension in the galley. We were all prepared for, I told you, I was about to call you for backup, because I felt like the heat was on. We were about to go in there. And you were like, I would have been there. We really felt like, okay, they're trying to make sure some people exit the galley before we come, because there's about to be a problem. We were ready for it. But instead, I've just never witnessed it. I wasn't familiar with it.
Yeah.
And being in there, I knew the alderman who offered the proposal. I knew that she was doing it, and we spoke before we walked in. I didn't know her before today, but I knew, that much of it. She spoke, and then other aldermen were allowed to stand up and speak, and I was just amazed. I think I was even more amazed by the aldermen who were from other cultures and other parts of the city, and how much they went into deep, passionate speeches about how he affected them and how he inspired them and how he was part of their path getting there. And, multiple people were saying how there's all these Latino aldermen speaking, and if it wasn't for him running, it just, the gravity of all of it mixing together was overwhelming, and it was a beautiful day. I do think all of those controversial moments on the way in were nothing compared to all of the beauty that is coming out of it now. And I feel like that has a lot to lead into tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm making much sense with that, but
no,
yeah, I lost my sweaty eyes after that.
I think it's imperative, and ironically, I was, I said a while ago, I said, I just posted a quote. I said, I'm a revolutionary in reactionary times. And I talk about that I kind of like, I envy though that time period in a lot of cases, but that revolutionary time period in which those coalitions, there's organized, and that some real those intense, and I try not to romanticize it, but I said last week on our show, I said I remember a situation I was locked up, and I was reading this book by Nelson Mandela, and I remember I was talking about my differences of ideology with him, but the book was talking about the differences that they were having in prison between the ANC, the African National Congress, the PAC, the Pan-African Congress, and the Black Conscious Movement, different groups. And then some people upstairs, it was some struggles about something that kind of it was trivia. I forgot what it was. I said, damn. They was arguing each other. And at the time, the guards was just coming down, just beating us down. I mean, the beatings was coming in. We was waking up in the morning to know if they was gonna put the breakfast in there, or if they were gonna throw a gas canister in the cell. It was like, it was intense. And I said, damn, these conditions, I said, I envy that I wish we had these sort of ideological struggles that's happening, that I'm reading about right now, that was happening at the time in occupied Azania in South Africa. And it was a certain like maturity with it, political maturity that I seen with that. And it was, and the deal is, Chicago is like, it's the graphic, and I tell people that people romanticize the rainbow. The term the Rainbow Coalition. I said, to put that in context, I'm talking about the city. I mean, the mayor, the daily machine, the type of antagonism was going on, so on and so forth. It's still risks in this city. I mean, like geographically, that people. I was thinking about on Chairman Cha on his 75th birthday, and I remember trying to navigate my way. I said this earlier, navigate my way, you know what I'm saying, to the park, and I was like, I'm getting mad at the GPS. I'm like, damn, this is not an area that I know. I mean, this has deeply entrenched. I tell people to this day, and I'm calling you, and I said, oh, I'm getting mad, and you guided me to get over there to the area. But I thought about, I said, damn, look how difficult this is now with GPS in this time period. For those comrades, for those forces, for Chairman Fred, Chairman Chacha, those for the other forces, preachermen of the comrade, these forces, to make those leaps and bounds, crash. You know what I'm saying? Those revolutionary leaps and bounds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, let's know to talk to other communities. You know what I'm saying? And have, you know, their principal coalition, scientific relationships, but to acknowledge like you said, the beauty, but acknowledge the ugliness. They go. You know what I'm saying? And the race card has been a historical tactic utilized, you know what I'm saying, by this system, you know what I'm saying, historically. And these are reactionary times, but however, and I tell people, like, when you go, say, and don't just think that like people have they told the Rainbow Coalition, just organizing together. It wasn't this kumbaya, we love everybody, you know what I'm saying, all black people come together, all Puerto Rican people come together. So they were willing to deal and acknowledge contradictions. There was, you know what I'm saying, there was some, you know, but I said earlier, they respected self-determination. A lot of times people talk about coming together, it comes at the expense of gutting you, saying, okay, I'm going to control you. And I tell people that the respect, not only the love, but the respect that the Black Panther Party had for the young lords, and vice versa, so on and so forth, you know. And it transcended time. I was like, even the relationship, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times people hear words like comrades, and they had this thought process, like this cold stoic, like you see these different Russian movies, so on and so forth. And like, it's just like this. But again, that comment about a love for the people. I look at the pictures. My mother, and your family, your father. I look at my grandmother, my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Ongoing, you know, it's an ongoing relationship. I think about even, you know, Chairman Chacha came to the Hampton House, you know, and I trip on. I said, damn, you know, it's this same one that, you know, that my father dialogued with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tripping now, even in our discussion, because I'm sitting here, I'm flashing back when he called in on this radio show. I'm, you know, flash back on that, and this is and I said, I want to have a forum. I'm gonna put this out now. I want to push for a forum. We'll push for a forum, you know, like in regards to like some of the pressing discussions that are happening right now. But I think they need to happen, but on a struggle, not in a reactionary way. Because I tell people, trying to foregone conclusion that people know what the Black Panther Party was, what the Young Lords were, and what is it? What is revolution? What is a sanctuary city? What is it? What is it? And it's not because we haven't been doing our jobs about, you know, but the time period now. Because I tell you, people become conscious under intense conditions. I say, you know, people get conscious under inspiration, aspiration, or desperation. And people's pores may be open. You know what I'm saying? And I got some key forces, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, from all walks of life who I want to invite, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about, like, you know, I want to up the ante. We have some actual dialogue, you know what I'm saying, concrete, you know what I'm saying? Because this like I tell you, we taught to push stuff under the rug. But it's a city of a brutal. There's a history of brutal honesty. You have to be up front. Like, in fact, in particular with the race question. In fact, who was this news commentator one time? He said something like, "I never seen a city that the race terms had." You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's nasty. But it's honesty. I remember I had a case one time. One of the cases, and the lawyer was telling me. She said, "Well, you can't reference that when they threw you inside. You can't keep saying that they threw you inside the paddy wagon." And I was like, "Huh?" And I was like, I want to understand what she was saying. She said, the police wagon for those. She say, you can't, when you say that, you're going to lose some jurors. And I was like, what do you mean? What's the issue? And the derogatory to the Irish community about the paddy wagon. The history of it. I said, wow. We grew up in Chicago. Terms like it was common to us, and like the police stick was known as a nigger beater. You know what I mean? And it's stuff that a lot of times that we take for granted that is there. But the deal is, and I tell you, know what I'm saying, people just say, okay, well, you stand your own lane, so on and so forth. but the ante had to be up on certain discussions and not given to us from the system. And we have templates, we have examples, you know what I'm saying? And that you again, you go back and you go back and study. I can tell people, I say, man, they would try to hijack it, try to water down this dynamic. This was a revolutionary leap and bound. You know what I'm saying? The Rainbow Coalition, I'm saying, even different forces from various respective communities who may have not seen that vision, who couldn't go along, who couldn't roll with it. You know what I'm saying? But the courageousness and tenacity of, I tell people, I tell we look at history like, okay, yeah, that's good. Everybody could, no. Politics like real estate, timing, location, who, what, when, and where. It's certain moves I tell people, I say, no, seize the time right now. I said, no, we got to grab this force right now. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to seize that time and have those forces, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I was looking at even some of the pictures again, you know what I'm saying? And you can see it. But like I say, I'm glad you called in. I'm glad you're here, you know what I'm saying? And I know, like I said, I know this is I imagine it's a roller coaster because of emotions, and at times that, and I tell even this kind of like switching subject, but still on the same subject that, we want to. I tell people like even the dynamic of a revolutionary, the price that we pay, you know what I'm saying? Like even when the families and loved ones, so on and so forth. And I who I just said I just was referencing recently. It was someone I was referencing really. Bilal Sonny Ali, this comrade of the Black Panther Party and also the RNA, Republic of New Africa. I had his daughters. Damn, I'm just tripping up. I had his daughters on 2 weeks ago. He transitioned, he passed. And we was talking about like, the daughter said, oh man, what did she say, man? I'm paraphrasing what she said. Something like, she said, even as a child, she said she can think back. She's like, she wanted her daddy. You know what I'm saying? And but she's seen how the impact of the people, the work. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I've been fortunate too. Like I think I remember situations on visitation. I'd take the stands and we fortunate to have families to be, like I said, and it's a price. You know what I'm saying, that because again, all children in particular are subjective. You know what I'm saying? A child sees you as you're their father, you're their mother. It takes a while to grasp on that you're someone's husband, you're someone's son, you're someone's daughter. And I think about the example in the book of Assata Shakur. Assata Shakur's daughter talks about how when she came to in the book, said to see her in jail, she like, come on out, mom. Like, let's leave. You my mother. Leave the jail. Just come on out. And I had a similar situation when I was locked up. A child, they see you're able to do that, But we thank you. We thank your family. You know what I'm saying? Again, because DMX's wife had said, first wife had said something at the funeral services, and it was so phenomenal. And it was so groundbreaking because it was at a time when you had these shows coming on where these wives would fight each like housewives and who this person was. And she said something to the effect like DMX was like a spring of water, like a waterfall, like how the world, you know what I'm saying? He everybody can be, how he impacted the world, you know what I'm saying? And I know that's sometimes that's inspiring to hear. That's, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, the family of the child can say, man, but to be able to do that balance, I tell people, they say, why you always say Chairman Fred your father? Him being Chairman Fred does not negate him from being my father, negate him being my grandparent's son or my mother's husband. And but to be able to appreciate that, and also to be able, some of these relationships, created and bonded from conditions and blood, sweat, blood in a different way. Not, you know what I'm saying, through struggle, and you know what I'm saying, through contested conditions. As we've dialogued, we gonna dialogue. We've communicated without communicating, and man, we connected, we bonded. You know what I'm saying? Your family, you, yeah, and I just again, so we here. We're here for you. Yeah.
We appreciate you. And,
Yeah.
And I don't, there's so many people that have shared just so much respect and love and support, and through you, through others, and directly. It's been painful love, and it's been uplifting. It's been family. It felt like family, from everything that we've gone through. Sometimes those moments you might be surprised. In that moment, gives you all the love of the family.
Yes.
And it just constantly is something, at least 3 times, today and yesterday. I just was like, got the craziest urge. It was like, oh, I need to call him. I'm like, yo, where are you? You're going to miss this. Like, did you see that? And it's because it's something I know, that would mean everything to him. And it's all around right now. And I love that. I love that. And I love all of you for it. And I love it for him. I don't want to say like, I wish he is, but I do keep on getting that random urge, like, damn, where is he? He's going to miss this.
Yeah.
And no, that it's being spread and shared and lifted is just, I am so grateful to everybody who has been a part of it, and thank you.
We're grateful for you and community. Do not let up on her, don't let up on her family. I know it's overwhelming, but man, bombard Melissa, bombard the family to come, what I'm saying, with the revolution. I said, but still be respectful, but again, the posts, the comments, the thought, the clenched fist salutes, what I'm saying, fallen comrade chairman Cha-Cha, let the record reflect who this force was. And this I tell people I wave away from that term role models a lot of time. Real model. You know what I'm saying? In our respective communities, our respective colonized community, the Black community, the Puerto Rican community, other respective communities who are deprived of examples. Because a lot of times we're giving people who are not relatable to us, and they who are so abstract that you wanted to say, I can't really dig that. You know what I'm saying? But these are forces again that we gotta seize the time with. You know what I'm saying? So again, do that, because again, I know a lot of times I can't tell you how many times. I hold people hostage. I get to hear some stories about Chairman Fred and the Black Panther. Brother, and it's ever developing. It's ever developing. It triggers. I was talking to Comrade Stan McKinney earlier. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "Damn," he said, "Chairman," he say, you say you trigger my thoughts on some. You think about different things and stuff, and it's triggering his thoughts, and it's necessary. And I know my mother. I'll be at her. I don't care what time of day or time of night. You know what I'm saying? Different dynamics, and I'm struggling with this this brother. I'm gonna put him on the spot right now. I hope he's listening. I want him to document, you know what I'm saying, stuff he keep on procrastinating. And I was showing this other guy who does this piece, the OGs, who I was a guest on, and he covers more of the history, like the different cats from the different dynamics of the streets, so on and so forth. And I said, I got to get a piece where I'm getting this history of all these forces from the revolutionary walks of life, so on and so forth. It's the Black Panther Party said information is raw material for new ideas. And we all, say like that when you have these forces, again, the more you know, as that old saying goes, the more you know, the more you find that you don't know. And this brother was just telling me recently, at the Hampton House, he's the story about Chairman Fred as a youngster, you know what I'm saying, and how he challenged the NAACP, the rules, and I ain't gonna let him go, you know what I'm saying, and I found myself, and you know about yourself more. There's certain things like, oh, that's where I get this from, and see, DNA is something, y'all. History is something, and I tell you, as a child, I literally remember talking, and I was embarrassed when I moved my hands when I spoke. I was trying to hold my hands down. But when I seen that video footage of Chairman Fred speaking, when his hand, I said, "Oh, this is the business." I took it. I said, I embraced it. I embraced it. And there's certain things, I'm even looking at some footage of Chairman Cha-Cha last night, and I'm thinking back on certain conversations. I'm last night, I'm just sitting there watching, you know what I'm saying? And this, this thing that you, like I said, you take for granted. You go back, you say, let me dissect it again. Like people, like, you go read a book, a different period in your life. And you know what I'm saying? You look at, and you put stuff in context. Like, man, where am I? Wait, man, let me. You want to don't romanticize Chicago. I tell people, I say, don't romanticize this country. Don't romanticize life. And it's like you say, and you need to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. A lot of people was critical. They was the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. Well, it shouldn't. I don't like the fact that they had the informant in there. I said, well, a lot of people want this romanticize this beautiful image. We all come together. We all love each other. Everybody's on point. They involved. That sounds nice, but in the real world, there's betrayal. There are agent. Don't not get it twisted. There were agent provocateurs. There were people who involved. There were people involved. Came around for all type of opportunistic reasons. You know what I'm saying? There are people coming around now for that. But you need to know that to appreciate.
Envy and fear.
Come on with it. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Because that betrayal is an easy ticket to sell when you have someone who is filled with jealousy.
Yes.
Who is afraid of themselves.
Yes, indeed. Woo, man, we're in sync. You must have been around me. You must have been around me last night when I was talking. Yes, indeed. And that's a reality. But we don't want to acknowledge that. But I'm telling you, hey, and I'm gonna tell you something. The Lakeith Stanfield, the one who played William O'Neill in the movie, told me. I never forget this. He said, "You know, some chairman." He said, "I'm learning." He said, as this process goes, I'm learning a lot. He said, there were more people who are William O'Neillisk. That's how he said it. Than there are those who are Chairman Fredisk. And I said, damn. And it hit me. But we say quality outweighs quantity. But a lot of these different, again, there are cutthroats, there are betrayal, and I don't want to like be. I want people to say, "Oh, damn, what's the sense of getting involved in this trouble?" One thing, again, don't make these individuals a team. A lot of these individuals, they be trauma bonding, so on and so forth. But there are forces that might not get the attention that you might not know about, but you better seize the time when it comes. Man, go study these forces. Who, again, I'm gonna struggle from their role models who are real models. Real models.
Here's what I want to believe. I want to believe that each of us has this fire in us. This real model belief, but someplace along the line, they are, I don't know, turned to the side or out themselves or left behind, and they let themselves wallow in that. And then they become envious, and then they become more afraid because they don't know how to get back to this place of light. This place where, how come this other person can shine, and I can't find that joy in my heart? This is not filled with joy every day. This is an act of constant service. Of the joy comes from all of the gratefulness we have inside each of us. What they were was grateful. They were grateful for kindness that was surrounded around them when they were little. And they believed in that fire because the whole point was for all of us to be grateful and to serve together. And when it started being hypocritical and no one else was showing up, there was something wrong about that to them. And they just stood up taller. So there's a part of that is missing in these, masses of people who are afraid. But we all have fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have that fire.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of, are you going to let yourself wallow in it? Are you going to try to do whatever you can do to make it to your next day? Because that does make you a hero. Even if that means you just make it to work the next day and make it home to your family. That's heroic to keep doing it every day. And if you can stand up taller and say, no, there's something extra wrong and I just can't get it off my mind and I can't until I do something about it to make it right. And it never feels right until you just keep at it. So yeah, there's different variations. But I want to believe, that's what I'm saying. I want to believe that fire is in every one of us. And it is just about, if you're going to decide to draw the line, or you're just going to let somebody else do it and be like, well, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It just happened.
I struggle myself sometimes. I say, I hope I'm not becoming a pessimist. I want to, you know what I'm saying? There are some casualties in this war. I'm gonna say that, there are some forces who I hate to say it, that there's some And you said something about that some of the things that how you like of being like when they were little, that seeing that love, and I want to stress this about like even people being conscious or cognizant of the impact of like those developmental stages. You know what I'm saying? How you impact people, and I look back at different forces, and you can like look throughout their life, and even certain forces before they became in the Black Panther Party or before they came in the Young Lords, you can see certain consistencies in certain individuals, like how they deal with people. Like I tell people, you go back in your life and look at people that you was in elementary school with. There are some people you can say, no, I can't believe that person. Then some people say, oh, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Or it had to be some traumatic dynamic that impacted them. And I don't, like I said, and I wish that, and I've been in situations, where I've been idealistic to hope that, what I'm saying. I say, man, and I don't want to become so stoic. I know that especially in struggles, you gotta be scientific, but to have that, one thing that helps us is like having a structure to be able to have a lane for different people. Like I tell people, I say I got some forces who I deal with, I mean, I've seen them, the lack of empathy they have for the people. There's a role for these individuals to play, and you know what I'm saying. But I tell people, you can't pour principle into people. You can't, what I'm saying. It's like it's no. I mean, I've seen people like this. I say, damn, it's like it's no, like literally confused. You know what I'm saying. When you talk about a love for the people, and then that term gets thrown around. But you can look at certain forces, in a lot of cases, I like that term that Richard Pryor said he was a peopleologist, and I study the people. And I come in, and I remember being outside the country, and there were certain forces. I would say, okay, no, we're gonna deal with this force right here. This limitation we can deal with this force, but taking into account again, like even history and I mean, again, I wish everyone. I wish everyone was progressive. But the system does psychological profiles on us. They say they had a profile on William O'Neill's who his father was. You know what I'm saying? And they exploited his contradictions. I mean, they knew. I mean, I say when they approach you, I tell people, I say we do psychological profiles all the time in our community. They study, you know what I'm saying, who to in the system, who to raise up, who to pick out, so on and so forth. And a lot of times those who are rare breeds, who have that, because to be able to maintain that love for people in a society that rewards you for not having love for the people. You know what I'm saying? Every day it's a battle to maintain our childhood, our womanhood, our manhood, our humanity. And every day is directly, indirectly. A lot of people don't even know it. You like, you didn't catch that? You become immune to it. You know what I'm saying? The terms they say, like I tell people, I say, I failed 4th year English class. Literally, teacher's name was Mr. Griffin. I refused to say me and I. I always say us and we. He wouldn't got the principal. You know what I'm saying? And the principal said, no. I said, no, we that connection to the people. And like I said, certain things that I've seen others not have that empathy for people. Like a lot of times people like it's just common to say, how does it impact me as an individual? But you know what I'm saying, that connection, you see the people's pain reflects. I feel we just, you know what I'm saying, that transcends. Like, you know what I'm saying, our location, you know what I'm saying, it's a feeling that, you know what I'm saying, that this reciprocal. I've had people who I don't even know come for my defense. I've had, you know what I'm saying, I had people who, when I was locked up, you know what I'm saying, I was held captive, you know what I'm saying, the Free Fred campaign was, man, Africa, London, Brazil, in languages that I don't even speak. You know what I'm saying? It's that relationship, and I sympathize for those who haven't had that. You know what I'm saying? It's a feeling that's hard to explain. It's the camaraderie, the know soon as it's happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't need no, like, man, I don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? You reached out to me initially. You know what I'm saying? I don't get on to the stick and move. You know what I'm saying? Even we don't the certain forces. I tell people like Minister U.E.P. Newton never met Field Marshal George Jackson face to face. they were around 2 cells away from each other in jail. But man, he loved his brother and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And that dynamic, that continuation under contested conditions. At the Chairman Fred's assassination, at the Defense Counsel Mark Clark's assassination, the continued relationship with our families, even though there are highs and lows within the movement. And I can tell people a lot of times you gotta with struggle. A lot of people say what happened to that fight we see in the 60s? And there are certain forces that you have that you don't see for years. You can pick back up. You know, as soon as you connect. It's not just in words. There are certain forces again that it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we gotta fake it to it. Don't let the world see the weak links amongst this. You know what I'm saying? They would go and exploit that. But at the same time, I gotta acknowledge it because that way it makes sure I cherish and I push the line about certain forces who, not in the egotistical way, not in a dogma or elitism way. You know what I'm saying? We hold these forces up. But in a way to say, man, that we have these examples. Because so many times, all communities have this. But a lot of times, those in power, they bombard us and say, they tell us all of us just fucked up. We say, no, we are not. We have some of those who have and will sacrifice for us. That's a different feeling. That's a different feeling than when people hear about you having free breakfast program for some for people who you don't know them. It's like in the movie Malcolm X, Spike Lee's version. The guy said, what's the hustle? When you hear about the commitment, the programs, you know what I'm saying, the free medical center, the Young Lords, the Black Panther Party, and you start saying, well, was it for their family, for their friends? No, this is for the people. That's a different, you say, well, they didn't know me. No. You came and you have to fill out no form to say, I'm such and such. And you hear about that, you say, man, that's a different dynamic. And it makes you feel different. Somebody stood up and fought for me and fight for me who don't even know me. You know, and still got their struggles and, you know what I'm saying, who made the time, they families and themselves won't even well enough to say, I'm gonna fight for this because the party line and basic mathematics is the whole is bigger than the part. Again, the whole is bigger than the part. It's an old saying that goes, what's good for the family, it's an old African axiom. What's good for the family may not be good for the community. What's good for the community is good for the family and the community. You know, it's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And we can't see it. We're like, man, this don't benefit this day or this individual. But then you start like this, man. I want people to post this. You know what I'm saying? Again, because we need those for inspiration. Because I tell them we get bombarded. Like, man, you ain't, man. A lot of people say, well, where you at financially? You ain't know how to roll. You know what I'm saying? This ain't happening. So these are the definitions of success, so on and so forth. But those testimonies have the impact of your other people's lives. And I know it sounds kind of cliche or abstract. Oh yeah. I'm talking about, man, the impact. You know what I'm saying? And man, and like I said, I'm holding back some war stories and some love stories.
Yeah, me too.
Man.
Yeah. That's a hard one. People keep asking me that, and I feel like I'm supposed to answer that before I speak at my father's wake. And I don't feel like I can grab words for that answer.
Man, don't press you. Don't stress yourself. It'll come. Man, you know what I'm saying? It'll come, man.
But who am I? Who am I to answer for how someone else impacted you?
Man.
Or how someone impacted me? I can answer for me.
Yes.
I can say what I saw. I can say what I felt. I can say what I grew in.
Yes.
I can say who he was to me. I know I can see it around me.
Yes.
But each person feels their own.
Yeah. And
that's the whole part of the story we're sharing together.
Yes. And that's saying a lot. So the community, once you start rapping, you know what I'm saying? It triggers so many other thoughts, the stuff that we may take for granted. A different perspective. With this man, that says, and we have forces to say, man, weigh it out. I tell people, I say, where are any of these where are these different forces in their respective organizations? I say, put on any scale. I guarantee the pros outweigh the cons. I guarantee you. I say, well, because I tell them the trigger, because some people may say, well, listen, man, okay, look what happened. People got assassinated. Chairman Cha, he had to leave Chicago. They couple of the law enforcement sweating him, so on and so forth. I said, come on with all that. Come on, all that. Bring me, man. Come on, all that. In the balance. You know, sometimes you might say, "Damn," you say, well, "What's the point?" I guarantee you, once you open up this conversation, and the impact of people, I guarantee you.
The last day that I saw my father, someone asked him that question in front of me. And they said it to his face, smug. So was it worth it? And I looked at him. I have my own. I had to go back my own reaction because she asked him that question.
Yeah. And
I looked at him and he said, "Oh yeah, no, it was definitely worth it." You damn right.
Right on.
Really, if you have to ask that, you don't know why we did it. Because we all did it. Not all like by choice.
Yeah.
But to be born into it,
yes,
we did that too.
Yes.
What I lived, what my family has lived, what my children still live.
Yes.
We did that too. And was it worth it? I promise you, it makes me more and more proud every single fight, every single fear, every single love, every single memory, every single topic and issue. I know him more. The more they come, the more I know how important it was for someone like him to speak, to breathe, to stand next to you, and to keep going. And it just makes me more proud every single time.
Well said.
Make me afraid to love my father. You're not going to make me afraid to know how important men like that are, men and women. That's why it's so important. The harder they come, the prouder I am.
Well said. Revolutionary love and respect, y'all. We are live and direct. Live and direct.
I love you.
Love you more. Try this here. It's only going to be difficult. Try to rest up, recharge. We go on tomorrow. If you whatever time of night, whatever time of day, whatever it is, feel free to call whatever. We on deck tomorrow. Long live the legacy. Chairman Cha-Cha, Menez. Power to the people. The beat goes on. Man. Rest up, recharge. We here for you. We gonna close out, y'all. Man, this is man. You didn't call late. You called on time. You called on time. This is y'all. Man, listen, man. As a daughter, Chairman Cha-Cha, man, that's called in. We had a phenomenal show. We got a lot of work to do. Make sure y'all put this down in y'all memory banks, lock it in y'all hearts and y'all minds. And this is not some sort of abstract history class we talking about. Don't just study the good, the bad, and the ugly, y'all. Real talk. And we have forces. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm real models. Real models. We here for you. Rest up. Listen, we on deck for you. My duty. Love and respect and appreciation. Get the family my love and hug. You know what I'm saying? See, man, less than 24 hours, I will see you. We will see you.
Okay.
Right on. Power to the people. They out here. Take power to the people. Lonely Legacy, Chairman Cha-Cha. Man, that's Lonely Legacy, Chairman Fred Hampton. Lonely Legacy, the Rainbow Coalition. Y'all keep your head up, eyes on the fist, because what they call free them all. Power to the people. The beat goes on.